mid-game will close this one out. Evos will be eliminated from playoff contention.
Mục tiêu của vào top 4 của em đã hết rồi, nên ngày mai em sẽ trả thù Fnatic để không để thua.
Rossa, the hero of Fnatic, will steal there at number 2. The undefeated find defeat, and Fnatic serve it up. Quadra kill for Uzi, 8-0-3. Royal never give up. 2-0 on the day. A single turret of the Nexus, staying between Liquid and staying alive.
Other Chris.
And a kill comes through, and Liquid stays alive.
The last day it could go one of two ways. You know, we could completely flop, or we could play out of our minds.
虽然说我们输了2场，不过最后一天的比赛我们还是会全力以赴。
昨天可以说是就是最难的一天比赛日了吧，因为打 FW 跟 KZ 嘛。相信在最后一天的比赛日里面，也是可以继续获得连胜的。
Uzi with an expert dodge to get away. Uzi was so good there using his ultimate to dodge the skill shot.
남아있는 시간 동안 제 폼도 다 끌어올리면서 나머지 경기 다 좋게 마무리하고 싶어요.
All of my teammates have tried exceptionally hard to make it to Paris, and I have no intention of letting them down.
One of the ways they're able to twist the screws and pick up a win, Tristana, Ezreal, Sivir, the last bands, as well as a Trundle first pick.
I think this is quite interesting because so far this year, Cuz is yet to show Graves on the competitive stage. Even though he hasn't had that many games, Fnatic seem to be challenging the fact that we don't mind if you want to play this champion, because we feel that with Trundle right now, it would give us the best possible jungle matchup.
And when we're looking at Kingzone and the strategies that have been successful for them, it has usually been when they play an offensive tempo, split pushing across the map, 1-3-1, trying to play off early game pressure into an entire map weight presence. And here we go, Camille already locked in. That could be a jungler for Cuz, high tempo ganking, but probably is going to go to Khan.
Remember the last time that these two top laners met, Bwipo had Khan's number. He was playing the Ornn into the Vladimir, forcing him underneath the tower, forcing him back, and that is actually what enabled Fnatic to get a lot of their early game leads.
And that's an insane statement to hear at this tournament where Khan coming in is supposed to be the #1 top laner in the entire world, especially in 1v1 matchups, especially in carry matchups. And Bwipo is a rookie here substituting in for Fnatic, but that's just the way that this tournament has gone.
Well, where Bwipo lacks in experience, he definitely makes up for it in gusto. That is for sure. Talking about gusto, wind walls are plenty. There's most likely Caps as Yasuo.
I saw Caps in the makeup room this morning, and I was like, hey, you gonna listen to Reddit and pick carries only, no more supports? How about all Yasuo all day? And he was like, well, if they leave it open, then I will. And he has lived up to his word.
Interesting that they would lock it in so early, but we do know that Caps is not afraid to just blind pick this champion. I feel like that it might shift the priority from BDD into just going for heavy wave clear and roam, because he does not want to sit in this mid lane, and that's why Galio is the immediate thought that came to mind.
Yeah, there's been so much discussion since Yasuo has kind of exploded in this tournament of all mid laners will be able to penetrate armor on your targets. That being said, though, Galio might be able to be a big boy, and if they
this would be
another,
Camille jungle, as you mentioned. If it gets locked in, of course, let's see what Khan decides to go into the Scion. It will be the GP, so Camille jungle.
And Camille jungle is a jungle that you want to have a lot of early action on. Sometimes they'll even just do one buff to get level 2 and go for a level 2 gank. The hook shot is one of the best ganking abilities that you can have early on in the game, especially when people don't have boots. Very difficult to dodge that ability, and the range is increased when you're going towards a champion, so you have a lot of options.
So with the draft, the Kingzone have picked themselves up but it is very much geared towards playing at the bottom lane, getting Prey into a good setup, heading towards the mid late game, but also just the amount of globals that they have. You have Engage, you have Lockdown with the Camille Galio, you have the Gangplank ultimate to have control over the side lanes, and overall, their scaling towards the mid late game is just terrifying. This Kingzone draft just speaks Kingzone in spades, playing the 1-3-1, having the ability to fight, and looking at Prey to be one of the big carries.
I really do like that swap there to have the Camille as a jungle, because oftentimes...
This is a support Sejuani.
Support Sejuani here, going to be in the bottom lane.
This is a support
Fnatic. He has not swapped.
Okay, so how does this change the equation during the laning phase?
Well, it does give a lot of possible setups for ganks down bottom, crowd control, because if you have a Trundle Pillar coming from the gank, you know, Sejuani can stack up the passives and get her stuns down. But yeah, that is not the norm.
Definitely not. Now, let's see whether or not this Glacial Prison will have one. He takes a gigantic chunk once that Plasma is bursted down. Now Cousin Broxer, they're going to trade. There's a fight in the mid lane as well. Trade for trade. Smite fight for health. Caps now to 200 HP. Steel Tempest goes out. Will not find a target. Cuz flashes over the wall. First blood to Fnatic. They follow up on the bottom lane. Hilisan goes over with the assault. Kingzone bounce one back before Broxer jumps BDD down.
Fnatic just find 3 kills 4 minutes into the game. This is a fantastic early game start for Fnatic, but Kingzone, what was that?
Oh my!
Is secured, and the first of MSI. Broxer doesn't have flash available to him, so he's stuck inside the pit. They get the GP ult, they get the Galio ult for just the kill. I'm not sure if that's worth it.
That is an amazing trade for Fnatic. All right, here we go, though. Okay, the hook shot, I thought it was going to be towards the mid lane, but that is such a good trade for Fnatic. Those cooldowns you mentioned, Trevor, are very big for Kingzone. So much of their playmaking gone.
Oh, Caps on, flare up, will be able to get the kill, not just yet. Whippo comes in with the unstoppable onslaught. They decide to jump onto BDD, but is going to use the E, get the speed boost up and dash to the side. Prey gets away with his life. Cuz has not engaged yet. He's finally joining the fight as the teleports were cancelled. The Hextech ultimatum is dropped onto Broxer. Subjugates buys some time, but simply not enough. The crit is not going to kill Prey, and that's going to be an escape. Kingzone get the kill.
The teleport is canceled there from BDD, but because Cuz makes it down...
BDD, he finished the recall! Prey is going to flash to safety, manages to escape with his life. The Ignite is ticking down. Here comes a heroic entrance, and Gorilla escapes with his life. Caps gets one! For two! Oh, Caps' Yasuo is beautiful!
Once the Galio ultimate comes down and you see the hook go out from Gorilla, Caps is like, well, I guess I'm in here. I'm going for the dive. And he gets 2. Wind wall one way, then moving his mouse the entire opposite side of the screen, able to hit Prey as well and pick up the extra kill.
Caps on, flares up. Yep. This man is a god. That was unbelievable. What a play from Caps. This is why they ban his Yasuo.
And of course on the other side, Kingzone, they countered as well as they could. Prey with an insta-flash. Under pressure, but take a look at this replay brought to you by Ace of Predator.
So now, Hilisan recognizes he has everything, and Kingzone's bot lane just used a bunch of ults. With Galio out of the equation, they think they can chase this. Caps, he overcommits just a little bit because Gorilla, he's stuck behind the pillar now and doesn't have the win.
Need another fight, Pillar into ultimate. All right, Hextech ultimatum comes down. Cuz is running for his life. Manages to escape for now. Got some presence in the mid lane, and they may set up for the tower.
I think they're going for an engage onto Reckless.
Reckless with a very early flash. Gangplank ultimate comes down. Whipper waiting in the wings. Now he's locked in place by the Hextech ultimatum. Remember, Sejuani ultimate not available. Whipper caught in the winds of war and sent into zombie mode.
And the reason for that early...
Flash not available, and Reckless, he's already been chunked down and is killed! So much damage from Kingzone! They find a second and a third, and they might be peeling back for Baron.
Huge team fight for Kingzone. They have the Baron in their eyes. Even though it's early into the game, they capitalize on the flashless Reckless, and now they're looking to take control.
Again, the patience to look for a better setup, and they force the fight when Caps is in base. Now Baron is started.
Broxer did it twice yesterday, and he might need to do it again. There's a flash and a smite available. Killer Instinct not yet used by Prey. 3,000 hit points on Baron. Hop over the wall. Broxer's the target. Caps trying to zone away. That's a dodge away from the side. Baron is still being triggered as Caps goes down. Broxer will get killed. And Kingzone turn back to Baron.
Fnatic are not given the opportunity to steal away the Baron as Kingzone. They kill all 5 members. They have the Baron in their eyes, and this will be Kingzone taking full control of the first game of the day.
And a Baron buff on this team is going to empower their split push so much. We'll see how much they can actually get out of it. There's a tremendous amount of standing gold in these turrets for them to try and mine. This could be a very big swing in power for the game.
And it's just Kingzone utilizing their composition so effectively. Just recognize where Yasuo is on the map right now. He doesn't have the teleport to get involved. The long-range E from Cuz enables him to get on top of Reckless, who is alone in the middle lane.
Yeah, even though Caps recalls on a ward and Kingzone have no way of knowing that he was in base, they see in the middle lane a good opportunity. Hard for Fnatic to push here on a Baron. So they're maybe going for a tower dive. That would probably be their only out.
All right, Glacial Prison is available. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught. BDD body blocks it for now. A deadly flourish buys some time as Caps is trying to get damage on the back end, but he's forced to use that stopwatch. Not going to be enough. They can't get through the single tank. Now Brox is in trouble. Kingzone fly halfway across the rift just to shut him down. It's a double kill for Prey.
Yeah, they forced themselves into a no-win situation here. Cuz now is still on the chase, and I believe he saw Hilly.
Yeah, BDD even teleported into Fnatic's base. The inhibitor turret will fall very, very shortly, while Cuz is jumping onto Hilly.
Prey coming down as well to finish it.
Arctic Assault not going to get him over the wall. Another kill to Kingzone. 15 in the game, as well as an inhibitor. 2 physical damage dealers that are 8,000, 9,000 gold down the opposite number. And while there is a kill now onto Cuz, this will alleviate some pressure. Fnatic need more. They need to do more. The death sentence bought some time. Prey uses the killer instinct to jump backwards as BDD joins the fray with the heroic entrance. In a 5-on-4, Fnatic still can't find the damage. Reckless needs a front line to get those shots off. BDD trying to jump onto Helisang. Now I'm waiting for that taunt. Will lock him down. Winds of War and an auto takes him out as Khan is trying to steal away Wolfcamp. Caps now going to be jumped on by at least one carry. Prey will just run him down shortly. Caps, I think, trying to stack up that Q. 1v3 all of a sudden. Lost Breath still not available. It should just be a matter of time. And despite all the damage that Caps has, he's going to look for at least one kill. Sterix Gage buys some time. Jeez, Caps, never say die. Finally, Prey takes him down.
He does his best to buy time for his team, but you're seeing how difficult it is for this Yasuo pick to work against the Kingzone composition. It feels like they came in well prepared, and Prey, even in a 4 versus 5 situation.
In gold, especially for Bwipo, he just can't stand toe-to-toe with all the damage dealers.
That was a bit of a bait.
Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, Kingzone, they make the Death Bush work, and they shut down Helisang.
Oof, another pick found for Kingzone. They don't need to back off right now. They could even run for a potential dive as the top lane is pushing in favor of Kingzone. Fnatic, they're on their last leg.
They really, really are.
Again, it's that situation. Kingzone forcing Fnatic.
All right, take a look at this. Cuz has already found Reckless. Reckless is jumping backwards. He's gone golden to survive a few seconds longer. Cuz goes down. GA is popped. Reckless is jumped on by Prey, and he survives long enough to turn around. Cuz has respawned, and Fnatic's frontline are doing work. Look at the shots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fires. Not going to be enough to take down Cuz. Zombie Bwipo interrupted. And now Broxa and Reckless running for their lives. Fnatic almost winning this team fight, but at what cost?
And BDD is going to be the bouncer there, trying to zone Reckless out of his own base, so he's going to walk into the bottom jungle and not allow them home.
It started so good. Take a look at Reckless looking for the shots. Not enough crit. Gorilla survives. The goal difference is simply too big. A flash from Broxa means BDD won't take him out. Importantly, nobody got the Baron, but now look at the death time as 40 seconds for Reckless.
Kingzone have a minion wave in the bottom lane. They have 4 members. While Kingzone won't secure the Baron, they should take more of the base from Fnatic. It was a very close fight, but it is still the LCK's representatives that come out on top.
2 inhibitors now down for Fnatic, and Kingzone should be able to reset after this, head straight over to Baron where they have their control wards. It seems like they have a pretty clear path here towards the end of the game.
Oh man, Fnatic, if they were not 10k gold down, they hadn't slowly fallen to pieces, but here's a replay of that Baron fight.
So the big thing is the Trundle Pillar here onto the Galio, preventing him from getting involved in the middle of the fight, and Reckless could then reposition. Then you have the damage from Hylissang and Reckless coming out onto Prey to burst him down. And then you have the Yasuo, who's really struggling to have an impact on the fight as he's fighting both Khan and the Baron. And unfortunately, he cannot turn the fight in his team's favor. As you mentioned, the team fight gold difference is just too big in favor of Kingzone, and now they can just reset as they gear towards the Baron.
Yeah, time is not working in Fnatic's favor. The super minions are pressing in, and Kingzone pretty much have the Baron already.
A miss from Hylissang. That Glacial Prison did nothing. Kaz jumps onto Hilly. He's forced to retreat. Look at the Fnatic health bars. They are obliterated. Khan flashes in for the parlay, but it's not a parlay he's looking for. It's the death of Fnatic. Bwipo's the last man standing as Kingzone are wrecking the base. Death Sentence will even connect, and Zombie Bwipo watches Prey take him down. Nexus turrets are dropping, and Kingzone crush Fnatic to qualify for the semi-finals.
Expertly played by Kingzone there in the late game after they got that engagement. And that's why we really highlighted that early start from Fnatic and how they would really need to run with the advantage that they had.
Yeah, I mean, I love the draft from Kingzone. I think it made a lot of sense. I think it played very nicely into the strengths that Fnatic have demonstrated this